Face me! Zucker doksok bakimu! Tınıge! True!
Be all right.
My prayers have been answered.
Go, and stay safe.
I'd be honored if you had this. Given up hope, my lord.
Zipsige Klipp, Strategie! Bonjour! Zipsige Klipp, bonjour!
Kenta, my poor boy. Why did it have to be you?
What happened here?
The Mongols found out my sons burned one of their supply wagons. They forced me to choose which son they'd kill as punishment.
I'm sorry. What happened to your other son?
They took him. I'm sure it was Chuta's idea to burn their supplies.
He may still be alive. Which way did they go?
Across the bridge.
The tracks lead to that homestead.
Hm?
I've done nothing to
Ready?
you.
Tina! Ready? Beach bus! Gosha!
They'll see us.
What's up, Gosha!
Help me!
You'll be free soon.
Thank you.
Your father told me about his choice to save you.
Save me? The Mongols asked him who to spare. My brother's name left his lips without a thought. When he saw they meant to kill Genta instead, he begged them to take me. I can't face him. This all happened because I asked Genta to help burn that wagon.
What do you want me to tell your father?
That you were too late to save me.
Heal! Father's not here. Maybe he left a clue where he went. guilt was too much. He drowned himself, but it was the Mongols who pushed him to it.
Hey!
Legium Harsinta. Ой, өнөөгч хардаа. Тэр мөн байж таартай. Тэр тань байна уу? Юм алгаа. Тэд харваач вэ? Тэнд вэ? Бидний хотоос агнахаар шийдэж ахиж харамвал одоо татна. Сумнаас нь бодволж. Утга замыг нь хаа. Zombies байсан юм гайгүй. Negium Harsinta. Yasambe. Tutu! You for Laricek!
I feel like that too. He fights for us. I mean, he's really a farmer from Tsutsu. No farmer could fight like that. The poison he uses? For rats and pests.
There is no substitute for a great bow.
Sakai.
Thank you.
Do you need a swordsmith, my lord?
I work metals, woods, and cloth. Just for you. May your hunts be successful.
My lord, have a good day.
Sakai. Sakai. You have news.
Something like that. I spoke with Tomoe. She's hiding in the north. The Mongols turned against her.
If you saw her, why is she still alive?
Her archers are preparing a massive attack. She wants the three of us to wipe them out.
Or she needs both our heads to get back in the Mongols' favor.
She could have killed me, Sensei, but she didn't.
I have never been rewarded for trusting Tomoe.
I don't trust her. But we need what she knows. And I believe she needs our help.
Then she's a fool. And we finish this.
Only reason the Mongols defeated our samurai because they outnumbered them.
You're wrong. I watched the battle from the cliff. Saw what their content was.
I mean, Nami ice cream is usually really good.
Well, howdy there, big guy.
What is going on, amigo?
Oh, you know, just here playing some Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, it's about what I was jumping onto, letting the family watch. Have you ever seen Gravity Falls with Daniel?
Yeah, it's great.
Dude, so Leon's on his second run through. He's totally getting into it, and I'm getting him into cryptography, so I'm gonna fuck around with that. In fact, he's awake, so I can't say anything right now. But oh wow, I didn't. Hey, Jesus, I didn't know that. Off note. So anyway, Leon's into that show. Really super cool. Yeah. In Ghost of Tsushima, did you pick up the Sakai armor yet?
Yeah.
I did not notice the loading screen changes.
I didn't either.
It puts a mask hanging from the sword.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, not the loading screen, but the main menu.
Yours didn't have that?
No, before it was just the sword.
Maybe it's once you get certain items it changes. I literally didn't notice it.
The last thing I got, last night I just got the armor. I was like, so, alright, I got into Act 2 last night.
Ooh, nice.
And I was, dude, don't even get me started with what's his name.
Ryuzo?
Ryuzo, what a dick. I mean, I get it. I can't really fault him. He was really put in a bad position.
Mm-hmm.
But, it sucked. Anywho.
Still a piece of shit.
The Mongol.
Oh, yeah, totally. And so, you know, complete Act 2. The Then I'm like, oh, do you want to get that armor? I was like, yeah. Before I do anything, I want to get that armor. And
why? Yes, yes, I do.
Without the
right?
materials.
And
Goodbye.
yeah. So once I got it, I was happy. I went back to the other island because I still got more on the other island to take care of. The other, the southern half. So I shut it down, and I just noticed it just now. So that is totally new.
That is so cool.
How's life, man? How you been? How's the family?
I'm good. Same old, same old. Apparently Megan, I had asked Megan, I was like, hey, when's he gotta go back to school, you know, because that has to be coming up here soon. She was like, yeah, I've been working on it all day today to try and get him registered. Today's the last day. And I was like, why'd you wait till today then? Like, what are you doing?
Dana had Leon registered when it was open, like when it was an option, because she didn't want to forget, which I get.
Well, I try not to bother her a lot with, like, you know.
Well, no, but Jesus, usually,
Yeah,
I hate to sound like that guy, but moms are usually the ones that are on top of that, not dads. Dads are focused on the mortgage and bills, aren't they? And that's
Yeah.
how it is at our house, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, you're correct, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, hey, like, the last day, like, what are we doing here, kid? Like,
don't drop the ball. Registration gets really fucking. I mean, I'm sure I don't gotta tell you, man. You can shut up the last minute, man. It can get a hassle.
mm-hmm.
And plus, he misses a week or two, which is kind of shitty. Because then there's like the introduction and the meeting of new kids, kind of fun for everybody. Blah blah blah, whatever. But
Yep.
no, that sucks. Well, hopefully she gets it taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she will, but it's just kind of like, hey,
Frustrating to hear. Get your shit together.
hey, the fuck? What's going on here?
So, not to say anything bad, but get your fucking shit together. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda, sorta. What does that look like on this? Ooh, that doesn't look bad at all. Ooh, are you watching my live stream? So I saw someone pop in as a viewer.
Fuck! I'm about to put it on here in a minute. I just got mine up and so I'm gonna post mine.
Nice.
I'll send you my
This additional turn of fire doctrine. Oh no, that's terrible.
I'm getting me some ice cream.
Hey man, you do you.
I was taking a shit and I watched this hilarious clip, dude. I was the only person in the bathroom just laughing out loud, like hysterically. So it's a clip from The Office, and it's obviously Jim and Dwight, but it's got Have you seen much of The Office?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you seen enough to where they got rid of Michael and they put in the new guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know this episode. Somebody made a comment in the below saying that this might have been a deleted scene from like the DVDs. Regardless, the caption of it was Jim and Dwight were chit-chatting, and of course Jim being Jim's like, hey, how would you go about sponsoring or putting promotions up for a new sport in the Olympics? And he's like, well, what sport? What do you mean? And he goes, never mind, I've said too much. And he goes, no, what sport? Your secret's safe with me. And he goes, oh, it's just called slap fight. And he goes, what's slap fight? And he pops him right in the face. And he's like, losing this look like, what did you just do? And he goes, you know, nothing big. And he hit off so fast, he's like, slap, nothing big. And Dwight's just like, what the hell? So he goes to give him back one, and he blocks it with the papers that he's got in his hand in a folder, and he hits it back in retaliation. He goes, no, you got it wrong. Take one, or he goes, leave one, take one. And he popped it twice. And he's like, what the hell? And then that other guy, I can't think of the guy's name, but the new manager, not Michael, he comes and goes, oh, you guys playing sports? I love sports. What are you guys playing? And Dwight stands up and just without even a thought, popped him in the face. And Jim looks at Dwight and high-fives him like, now you're getting it. He high-fives him. So it's like a 2-minute clip. So it's just like, the way he goes is like, oh, it's, you know, just slap play. How do you play? No, you gotta take 2 for 2. What are you guys playing? Now you're getting it. And this is like so many slaps and short shootings at a time. I'm just fucking dying because I'm like, slap that shit.
Ow. What the fuck? Ow. What the fuck? Stop attacking me.
It's dead.
Alright. Time to get our shit together here, boys. He dies. That guy also
Sorry, pal.
dies. He's dead. We're done. Anyone else want to try some fucking shit? They can if they want.
So are you on Act 2? I didn't realize how far I never really looked into how far you are.
No, I'm in Act 3.
Oh my god.
Be careful up there.
So let me just go on to not sound like you don't already know this.
Go right ahead, big guy.
That first of all, the fight with Ryuza is fucking tough.
Dude, you watched me have that fight.
I didn't know that was. I didn't. I'm sorry. Once I caught that bit, I did a great job tuning that out.
Oh,
so
yeah?
I can just look away and forget shit, and I forgot all about it. And then it came to me where I went, "Oh, that's right."
Oh wait, you
see a bit.
didn't. Wait, you didn't watch me have the first fight. You watched me have the second fight. Okay.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, I mean, you obviously know you're gonna fucking fight him again.
Well, all right, yeah, I guess so. Well,
Yeah.
no. I don't know. Anyway,
Listen, let's just be honest here. The story is good, but it's not exactly like, oh my gosh, what a twist!
yeah. So the enemies, man, the guys in the yellow. Now that they're like, one thing I've noticed. So like, I thought blue was like, all right, like, all right, they weren't bad. They were like a threat, right? Okay, the guys in the blue armor. Yeah, right. I gotta be on my bit best.
Yeah.
I didn't realize in Act 2 that I'd be going against fucking Straw Hats, and everybody, and these guys can counter now, so...
Yeah, they're
now
fucking
I'm like,
mean.
so I'm like, oh, so
Yeah.
these guys are really out to play, and so where I thought I could take on 9 people comfortably in Act 1, dude, I see 6 people, I'm fucking scared. Like, 6 people
man.
in Act 2, and I'm like, oh, like, there's all Straw Hats. The minute they start to circle me, I'm fucking out. Like, I don't think so, fellas. Good thing I got sticky bombs, because I'm gonna play dirty.
Yeah, I mean,
It's rough. I know you know that, but I'm just saying, like, on hard, I'm still playing hard. I'm like, shit.
yeah,
So,
I've been playing around on lethal. But so I mean, like,
any different?
oh yeah, on lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So like
didn't know
the AI has the same AI as hard, which like the big difference between the AI and normal and hard is the AI and hard is like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you. Like I'm not gonna let you just stand there for a fucking minute. Like I'm gonna fucking hit you. And then the big thing about lethal is like, I have about as much health as you can get. I'm about as leveled up as you can fucking be.
Okay.
If I get hit 2 times, I'm fucked up. I am fucked up. I am like, holy shit, I'm gonna die. You know, by like anybody. A sword guy, a fucking big dude,
Even with good
an
armor?
arrow boy. With good armor, it
with the
comes up
armor
to with good armor, it comes up to like 3. But it's for real. Like it's 10. It's like it's legitimately seems a little bit more realistic. Where it's like, oh hey, I'm a guy and I got fucking hit by a goddamn samurai sword. Guess what? I'm fucked up.
Yeah, well, I don't think for hard it
But
was 2
I will-
hits.
I
but
will
it was
say-
you only got like, maybe 4 or 5. I mean, you're kind of like a shit.
Yeah.
You only got a couple of mistakes, but you
Yeah,
didn't get
I mean, yeah, listen, if 2 guys hit me at once, I'm pretty much fucked. Like, if we're being completely honest, I'm pretty much fucked. So it's like, your parry game had better be on fucking point.
yes.
And then, but I will say, I really enjoy it, because here's the deal. They go, we get it, we're making it so that, like, listen, if you get touched, you're practically fucking dead. But here's the deal. They don't exactly hang on to you. You know, there's no you standing there beating someone to fucking death with your fucking sword while they just tank hits left and fucking right. No. even the heavily armored guys, once you break that fucking guard, yo, it's on. Like, it's fucking on. They're done for.
Yeah, dude, it's not even fucking around. Well,
So, I will say, I like the feel of lethal mode way more. Every fight is tense. Every fight is tense.
Dude, for me, I must be fucking bad at this game because I don't know. I can't say I'm terrible.
So there's a couple
this...
things I specifically do. First of all, I specifically have the charm that makes parrying easier, because listen, you need to fucking parry in this goddamn game.
So I've got that okay. Yeah, I've got that okay. What pisses me off is the mix-ups between blue to red, which really fucking gets. That's where I get got. So that's where I did the perfect dodges, gets you critical strikes.
Yeah.
And perfect. I didn't do the terrible. Have you done with the? So the Sakai armor says like in a standoff you can get one additional hit per every hit, whatever.
You can get it up to a maximum of 5.
Okay, so you have done that?
Yes.
Bro, I didn't realize that. I didn't even think of that. So I put on the Sakai armor. I challenge up there's like 6 riders. I'm like, all right, cool. Bam, bam. I'm like, cool. 3 you were toast, so I can take on 3. No big deal. And so it's just standoff, whack, whack, whack. I thought it was done, and I went, wait, what? And it goes whack. And I'm like, what the fuck? Whack. I get 2 more. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, oh. That armor said something about the standoffs. I forgot about it. It's fucking crazy. So there's just one guy standing. I'm like, oh, that is brutal.
Yeah, legit. The Sakai armor is definitely the best armor in the game. Like,
yeah, it is.
There's
dude, I
like,
upgraded that
massive,
immediately.
like major increase to damage, massive increase to health? To health, and then you increase your standoff by 2.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, boy. Bro, I wasn't fucking around. When I seen that shit, I'm like, oh, so that's the armor I'm gonna use. Like, if I go stealth, I'll put on the Ronin gear, because I get it. You know, tall grass, takes a while for them to catch you. That's cool. Because sometimes I'll do those stealth attacks, or like, I'll make a bend.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'll make a bend and they're facing kind of in the direction so I get that second to get a quick kill. So that's good. You know. So if I know I'm gonna go into a camp stealthy, yeah, I'll put on some Ronin garbs. But if I'm like, oh, this is about to get real, give me the Sakai armor all day.
I don't need, honestly. As far as gear that increased my stealth, I just stopped carrying. Like yeah, I mean, it's just
well,
like,
for you, yeah, because 3 hits, man, is 3 hit. Like, I ain't saying you're gay, but $20 is $20, right? So whatever hits you take is like, this is punishing no matter what I gotta do. So for you, it's kind of like, I need to not get hit is the name of the objective.
Well, what I'm kind of saying is like, the game eventually put me in enough situations to where it was like, there was really like, I either felt like the sneaking around was like cheating, you know, where I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is kind of ridiculous.
I kind of felt that way too.
Or I ended up,
and then go out,
you know, or I ended up in this situation where it was just like, it was just wholly unnecessary. No, who the hell do you think you are, sir?
All right.
So where it just ended up being like, you know, it's like, Jesus, listen, like, there's so many fucking guys here, I'm gonna be seen, and I can't, and I don't want to just be changing armor mid, like, oh, I'm seen now, hold on, let me throw on all of my fucking good shit. So I just went, fuck it. And to be honest with you, sneaking in this game is so goddamn easy, I just kind of felt like a piece of shit for doing it.
You're not wrong. And it kind of, and it, especially when they gave you the grapple hook, which I made the joke to Leon. I was like, Leon goes, "You have a grappling hook?" I go, yes, I am Samurai Batman.
Yeah, I am more like
That's what I
Samurai
felt like.
Spider-Man. Jesus.
Because you can get to some high ground spots even in the villages, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
come on, man. Like, don't improve options when you know I can go underneath stables, underneath buildings, in between tents,
Yeah.
and in between fences. Like,
If there was one thing that honestly I would say about this game is that this is clearly a game where they did not necessarily intend stealth. I mean, I feel like they had to have, but I did like.
the combat,
Like
is
they worked
skill-based.
on
It is
on
not-
combat so much. I had to sit here and think like stealth has to be a side plot. You know what I mean? Like there's mechanics towards stealth, but they make the mechanics really easy. Like if they were to ask me, hey, you know, we're gonna patch the game and try and do a big update, you know, for people that are still playing and stuff like this, what do you want us to do? I'd be like, can you guys please make the AI smarter in fucking stealth? Because like, man, I feel like I'm just picking on a bunch of fucking Down syndrome kids when I'm doing stealth.
Throw your blades!
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, like my request to the game developers would be like, can you please make stealth, just can you please make them a little smarter? You know, like, because man, it really just feels like I'm beating up a dumb kid. You know?
Yeah, they
Like,
didn't. They didn't.
Like it's
No, I completely agree.
It's too easy.
Part
You
of
know,
the
it's-
afterthought on that too,
Do I really have to?
because they
fast travel?
have
That's lame.
they have this. Maybe it was an afterthought. I don't know, man. Sometimes I think it, and sometimes I don't, because like they have, like in the story, they have the ghost, and they made the ghost abilities, so they have like the stealth technique. Maybe they broadened more into it. I wonder because like you said, they put way too many. Like I've played, and I know you have too. I've played my fair share of stealth games between like Metal Gear,
Yeah.
and it's even like Spider-Man, dude. Like it's so wild how honestly a lot of this really does remind me of fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So you have the sighting indicator. So when you get caught, is the same. The gadgets are really similar, and then of course, you know, the oh my god, I can't think of what the circles. What do they call them? The resolve, I think. Yeah, your resolve. Yeah. So like, but like, okay, so well, Metal Gear was really bad. Metal Gear was really broken because you could go loud or you could go quiet. But Metal Gear gave you any and every gun you could possibly think to imagine and just go run rampant. And so
Yeah.
I could run through a place so flipping quick once I got the handle of what was ideal for stealth. And it just
Yeah.
wasn't fun anymore. And so this game could be no differently. Like, all right, cool. So like the fact that there's an ability that says you can leave your hearing up and go faster.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So I can literally
what?
have pretty much X-ray vision, and then just
the whole
run
time,
around,
and then walk at a normal
yeah,
pace.
and then,
yeah,
and
I
then
didn't even bother.
run around stealthing at like you know, yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
the best part of this game. You know, what are the pros and cons of this game? Pros, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is a visual fucking feast. It's so good. It makes you feel like you're walking
I've
through
been playing this on
Japan.
4K and it upsets me.
Yeah, I
Could you
mean, like,
imagine?
yeah. So I mean, like, you legitimately get the feel of I'm a wandering fucking samurai in
Dude, yeah.
Japan. So like, the feel of this game is amazing. The visuals of this game are honestly the best visuals out of really any game I've ever really played. I can't think of another game where it was like, hey, do you want to fast travel? Like, you know, you have the option of fast traveling or walking somewhere. And me going, you know what, I think I'm just gonna fucking walk. You know?
Red Dead was kind of close, but even in Red Dead it wasn't like this. Red Dead was good,
Yeah.
but it wasn't this
Yeah,
good.
it wasn't this
That
good.
was the only game where I was like, yeah, I'll trot along, but the maps were so big that I'm like, alright, I've had enough of this shit. This game, the maps
Yeah.
are just big enough where I'm like, oh, this is a long hike, and I go, actually, it wasn't that bad. Or maybe I was just enjoying the scenery and I didn't pay attention. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I end up, just what you said, I end up like that a lot, where I just end up going like, you know, I think I'm just enjoying the scenery, like, I'm kind of okay with just walking around on my fucking horse, or just walking around on foot, and then there's enough patrols and things like that to where I'm not bored, you know? So, like, you know, I never end up in the kind of situation where I'm just like, oh, I don't really care, you know? And then so, what are the other pros to this game? The combat in this game is phenomenal. The
I'm not
combat
getting
of this
issues with
game,
lags, so it is smooth.
well, well, I mean, I hope you wouldn't be, considering it's, you know, not online or anything,
Yeah,
but
but sometimes, okay, so Spider-Man was kind of flawed. I say it because in the combat of Spider-Man, because there was so much going on, I would notice that, yeah, there was some, like,
The game
there were
would
some
slow
hits
down?
that should've- not so much slow down, but there was, like, I guess it wouldn't really be a lag issue, but, like, shots wouldn't connect right, or it wouldn't connect at all.
oh,
And
so
like,
there'd
you
be
would
like
dodge up-
clipping, there'd be like clipping and frame rate issues and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I blame that up to, like, against, well, I don't know how this game's gonna shape out, but Spider-Man threw like 20-some enemies at you at a time, where it was like, alright, I'm gonna overwhelm this shit out
I've
of you.
literally never had that problem, and I've been in massive combat situations in this game.
Well, I haven't either, and it does run incredibly smooth here, so I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, everything goes well. So the combat is right now perfect.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I just don't have an issue with it, if we're being 100%. You know, but the combat, absolutely phenomenal. The feel of the combat is good. Your special moves feel fucking awesome.
I forget about those
you know,
so fucking much, dude.
parrying stuff feels fucking great. You know, the enemies have good attack patterns that'll kind of always keep you guessing. You know, it, like, every combat, especially when you're playing on the harder difficulties, can feel like a lethal endeavor. You know?
Yeah, I you know what? If you were having this conversation with me, well, even just yesterday or the day before, I would argue that point, because I'd say, well, they're kind of not, like, they're hard if I let my guard down, like, quite dramatically. Like, if I just kind of just like if I got my feet up on the recliner and I'm fucking off and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm okay. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Ever since I broke out of Act 2 and I started, like, messing around just in the second act, I'm like, oh, sweet baby G. So yeah, I'm gonna fucking agree. Like, every combat for me so far has been, it's definitely got my attention. I'll put it that much. I mean, I'm sure I'll adapt to it and figure out a strategy behind it.
And then they'll change it again. Trust me.
Jesus.
Trust me.
Because right now I'm already thinking
Because right now you're in the situation where you run into either Mongols or you run into Straw Hats, right?
And I've only bumped into, I'm gonna say maybe on a combined total of maybe 10, 15 Straw Hats, because I think to get the Sakai armor I had to go through, like, and I zipped past 2 camps, but had to fight. I had passed like 4, but I had to fight 2, so I fought like 2 camps of Straw Hats, and then I bumped into like 2 sets of Mongolian riders that were in yellow, and some were like yellow mixed, and those guys with like goddamn, I didn't really commit my shotgun, but Lord do I fucking know now. So I'm like, Well,
Mm-hmm.
it got really interesting really fast. So
Yeah, so you'll have those enemies that show up, and then you'll start running into where they have Straw Hats and Mongols show up. And so, you know, you're fighting them at the same time, so it's totally crazy attack patterns. And then, if we're being honest, you then continue on to the game, and you run into enemies that are Mongols, but then change up their attack patterns again. And they have a little bit more armor, and their AI just gets smarter. So you'll sit there and go, I'm gonna hit this guy, and I'm in win stance, but I'm going after this guy because he's just really close, but I'm not in the right stance. No, they will go, that was the absolute fucking mistake you made, and we are about to punish the shit out of you for it. You know? So it all of a sudden turns into this game where you're just like, you're like, I'm thinking fast, I'm moving fast, I'm fighting fast, and I'm changing up my tactics all the fucking time. You know, like, I'm throwing smoke bombs, I'm hitting people with the sticky bombs, I'm chucking the fucking kunai just to get a breath while I try and attack these fucking people. Meanwhile, I'm just, like, turning the camera going, pink, and just barely getting a parry, taking down a guy, getting enough resolve to heal up again, and then continuing on, you know?
I'm just constantly rolling back to keep one front. That or sprinting around trying to hit and run archers. What I found out really quickly was after acts,
and then you'll start getting the flame archers. Who they wait a little bit longer, and they are fucking pinpoint with those fucking things. Like, unless you dodge just when you're supposed to fucking dodge, they're gonna hit you and set you on fire, and you're gonna be like, you fucking cuck, you know. And and they'll start you'll start going into encampments where there is like 30 fucking guys, and like, yeah, they put all of their archers up on top of roofs and guard towers and shit. So it's like, yeah, they'll start hitting you wherever the fuck you are. Like, it's like, no sir, you are not fucking, like, there is no respite from me. You had better fucking deal with me. Meanwhile, you got, you know, axe guys swinging their shit all over God's green fucking earth, as well as, like, as well as, shotgun guys that are run up on you, and, these spear guys that you're like, oh, I'll do a roll and get away, and they're like, absolutely not. I'm about to close this fucking gap with a strike. Fuck you for trying to roll away. Like, you had better learn how to fucking parry on the fly in this game. If you don't, you're gonna have a fucking rough time. Like,
so this is where, for some, because there's some that would struggle with this. This is where they came up with the stealth option.
Yeah.
Because it's really skill based. I mean, Jesus, the only reason that this game is remotely manageable, or at least hits expectation. Like, I'm not completely like blown away. Like, why would they make it this difficult? Like, have you ever played For Honor? Like, that's what I tell somebody. Like, you ever played For Honor? Like, that's really largely what this game reminds me of. Is in that whole mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in like Dark Souls territory here, but like, it's definitely.
I've never played a single Dark Soul.
They're not easy.
But I've heard they're good. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
I've heard Dark Souls are some of the hardest games to jump into.
Legitimately, Dark Souls 3 is, like, I played Dark Souls 3. It's the only Dark Souls I fucking played. Dark Souls 3 was about the most difficult game I've ever fucking played. You know, you're sitting there going through, like, Dark Souls 3, when you're especially when you're first starting out, like, you don't have any good gear, you don't have any, but I mean, like, the whole game is around, like, skill.
In a minute.
The entire game is based around, like, how, like, get good. And that's the community. The community for Dark Souls is like, listen, this is intentionally a really difficult fucking game. Like, so if you want to sit here and go on a forum and go, hey, I'm having problems with this, like, how do you kill this guy? The answer is, get good. Like, get good, scrub. Like, stop fucking sucking at this game. Yeah. The basic enemies will fuck your shit up. And then the bosses are insane.
That's awful. That's great. I mean, that's what games really are supposed to be.
Well, it's insane when you watch someone who's good, but my God, when you are sitting there just playing it, it's like, holy fucking Christ.
Yeah. One of the things my takeaway on from Act 1, Act 2 surprised me was The moment I realized that the basic enemies, the grunts, the scrubs, when they started parrying, was when I really got concerned because before, this is how I think the game did pretty good. If in fact this was what I felt that this, well, at least this was what I got from Act 1 to Act 2. Act 1 was a matter of you better figure out how to swap stances fast because it's it's critical. Okay, once you get that down, then it's like okay, so you can't just now in Act 2 it's like good, you got your stances down, good, you're ready to fight, sort of, because now you just can't hit triangle and heavy the hell out of them and break their guard because they can parry. So now you're in for a real fight. That's what fucked me up because I was so used to getting like 7, 8, 9 enemies and being like, all right, cool, switch stance, smash the guard, take them out real fast. Okay, they got a little more health, no big deal. Move on to the next target. Yeah. No, it was like smack, smack, smack. And then it was parry. I was like, wait, excuse me.
Yeah, it's like
and
if you try to hit us more than 2 times without breaking our guard or making it very, very safe, we will fuck you up for that. Like we will make that hurt.
Yeah. And the bit. I don't know if they do it for you, but for me, these fucking guys, like you'll tag them a bit, and they'll step the fuck back. They'll be like, all right, I'll take a break. Next one.
Yeah.
And you're like, no.
You'll have the shield guy pop out and be like, no, I'm good.
It's like,
ooh, fuck.
No, I want that guy. I want to thin numbers. Like that's the name of the game, is get rid of numbers, not keep your numbers standing. So, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
So I am streaming. I don't think well, when you find my link, whatever. But I jumped on your channel right now.
What's your shit called?
And stay safe.
It should be I guess the same as the PlayStation account, Pickle Rick, but it's actually the same as yours. Should be Matthew Fowler or Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick 8214.
Yep.
Oh god. Pickle Rick.
Of course, there's way too many. I had to pick one where on YouTube it was like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You know what? I could probably send you a chat. I wonder if I would send you a link to my channel. Or at least pull up my profile. Because you could report me if I said something inappropriate, couldn't you?
I mean, I suppose I could, but I'm trying to find it on my computer here.
No, I know, but whatever. Well, let me know if you struggle, because I could just do that. You could probably get a quick link to my channel that way.
Matthew Fowler. No, that didn't help me.
I should be streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming.
Pickle Rick. Is it all one? 8214.
Yeah.
Here we go. I found it.
I think I'm still in the menu. Yeah. Smoking a butt.
Can you hear it?
Here we go. I found it. Yes, I can.
Yes, I'm still in the menu. I gave it a like.
Yeah. Oh, you're a pal. Yes, I can. Subscribe to my channel.
I did subscribe to your channel, bro.
Haha. Oh man, I'm YouTube famous, bro. Subscribe to my channel. That's weird. Heard me twice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear that shit again in like 8 seconds.
Yeah.
I had to mute.
I'm definitely muting it. Yeah.
I had to turn it down on my because I'm using my phone to watch your stream, and I gotta turn that shit down because I hear the feedback and it fucks me up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does the same thing to me.
But you'll notice there's like an 8-second lag.
Yeah, for me it's definitely not 8 seconds, but it's enough to make it go, oh god, I can't do this. I can't fucking be doing this shit.
So I got my entertainment stand set up in my living room. I got my shelving put up. Xboxes are set up. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the cables. Because I got a hanging TV and 2 shelves and an open, and a naked corner, so to speak. So, Dana came up with the idea of taking PVC pipe. And I have it as a temporary right now until I figure out how I want to set it. But right now I have it temporarily set up where, basically, you know, snake the like cords in a PVC pipe and then just paint it to the wall.
Nice.
So it just rounds the corner, right? So it kind of hides them, which I like. But the problem is, well, you'd have to see it. It's kind of hard. I mean, it's not hard to explain, but all of the equipment are on shelves, and so the cables run from the shelves up to the TV. So it doesn't hide them. It just hides everything from the outlet up underneath the shelf, which is like a cable line and 2 extension cords, right? So it's like, so it doesn't clean up the mess that's on the shelves.
I'm telling you, man, you just need to get your office together.
Dana won't let me go in there, that fucker. In fact, I just like, I don't know, however many minutes ago. Let me see. I don't know. Just like a while ago, I was just telling Dana, I was like, "Hey, Leon wants to watch a show. Can he like watch a show and you take him to bed when he passes the fuck out?" And I go in the office, and she's like, "No." I'm like, "Fuck."
Well, fuck.
She's like a fucking cat. She needs company, or she's like Shepard. Because if I go in my office, Shepard will sleep outside the fucking door. He's like, "Don't leave me, Daddy." And usually I let him. I have a couch with a shed. Well, we had the old couch with a chaise, and I put the couch portion at the old apartment down in the basement because I don't really have a use for it because we picked up a free couch fucking years ago or something. So that's in the living room. And I took the chaise, which has got a nice long footrest, and it looks like a therapist's office because you could just lay on it. It makes a really good, comfortable bed.
Yeah.
Well, so it was cleared off until clutter happened. So I let Shepard lay up on it.
Oh, he's a good
used
boy,
to coming
so
in.
he deserves it.
He does. So he comes out my office. I'm like, "There's no floor space, buddy, and your bed's fucked at the moment. I'm really sorry." He looks at me with just dismay, like, ugh.
Like, can you fucking get your shit together, sir?
I know.
Alright, let's go for the long shot here, boys.
Alright.
Yeah. Go sit, Kali.
You just with me. How I...
Oh, God, I can't hit dick. Well, I can hit pretty good with this one, though. I bet you fucking money. When in doubt, use the explosive arrow.
Oh, dude, those are great when I see, like, just like that. Groups of them.
You guys have your Hwacha or whatever the fuck it is. I've got my explosive arrows.
Dude, I thought that was a really cool throwback to see those in the game.
Hey, buddy. How we doing?
Fox on the run.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. No. Get out of here. God damn it. Fucking boar. Fucking get
I gotta do that one. So, let's go down. I have...
Could you say overkill? No boar makes me bleed my own blood.
Alright, it's fast travel. Except for when I gotta go across the map, I will only fast travel now.
Hey guys. How we doing? Yeah, you thought that was a good idea, but you're fucking wrong. Come on, try it. Wrong fucking answer. I don't know if you're able to see that fucking kill I just got, but I'm absolutely glad I'm fucking recording for it, because, man, that combat was fucking sick.
I missed the end of it, I'm sorry. If I was in my office, I'd be able. I think Leon goes to bed. I'll probably switch it. Christina's gonna pass out. So, oh wait, what is? God, what year is it?
What year is it?
Oh my God, it's fucking. Is it really Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna be up for a little bit?
Unemployment has really fucked you up, huh?
Dude, well, not only that, man, but like I've been getting up, kind of going to like work outside in the garage, like getting the baby's room painted, cleaned up, going to the basement, cleaning up this and that. Like I've just been kind of like, I don't want to say non-stop, but so I haven't been paying attention to the day. And then, dude, I think I heard. Did you guys get hit with a storm where you lost power? Because we did, for sure.
No.
So we got hit with, dude, it was brutal. Like,
I mean, I don't know why you would wonder that, considering we quite literally live on opposite sides of the coast.
yeah, but usually storms like that we get, like, usually comes from, like, down your area, like Virginia or some storms that
you're
sweep up that
you're
way,
probably
usually.
talking about Isaias. Yeah, we didn't get hit with that at all. Like,
So let me put this into perspective. So, yesterday we just got power, right? The day before, we got power late. Yeah, late in the day. But we were down for over 18 hours.
oh wow.
Yeah, dude, it was kind of crazy. Like, usually when we lose power, it's like, all right, man, give it a couple hours, we'll be good to go. Like, it was just some nasty wind.
Yeah.
And that was that. So, okay, cool. A couple trees blew, like a lot of trees blew over. It was pretty rough. Like, yeah. But, dude, 18 hours, power wasn't restored, and I'm sitting here going, like, I'm like, do I need a fucking generator? Like,
Yeah, hey, I'm kind
actually
of worried about all of the food in my refrigerator, you know, like...
and then it's like, okay. I picked up a camping stove with a propane tank, like those mini propane tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So I could kind of like have that together.
Sakai.
And I ended up having to use that. What the fuck? But, yeah, so, dude, like, so I didn't know what the fuck day was going on, because at this point I was kind of like, alright. And then I'm like, dude, you ever take inventory on your flashlights and find out that every fucking single one of them doesn't want to fucking work? Oh, that's great.
Only every time I've ever desperately needed a flashlight.
Yeah, exactly. And then I've come to the realization that, like, if there was a name brand that I trust in flashlights, like, dude, I've got a Maglite that I had back in the Navy that still fucking works.
Where are we headed?
And I'm like, alright, so I get it. You can put a price on a good flashlight, and I'm just like, let's just buy fucking Maglites.
The Mongols turned against her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. We were like, fuck. I had like a cooler, get all the refrigerated stuff in a cooler, put a thermometer inside the fridge so I could gauge out temperature of the fridge. Because I'm like, alright, how long can food stay good in a fridge? And they were like, the average is 4 days. And I'm like, oh fuck, it's been well over like 8.
The risk is worth it.
You're gambling with your
I'm like,
She could have killed me in Jogo.
and then I went 18. So everything was
She
okay.
gets us both.
That's like,
If she doesn't
damn.
ambush us, we hear
Yeah,
her
it's
out.
rough.
And if this planned attack is real,
That's pretty
we
crazy,
cooperate.
man.
After that, we'll deal with her.
She betrayed her people. She will answer for it.
Just keep
What do
sneaking
you say
around
when
in that
you see
Sakai
her?
armor there,
I
big
have
guy.
nothing to say. To
That's
her.
right.
You don't want answers? You haven't spoken since she joined the enemy.
Like,
Any chance
oh,
of talking,
see,
that
that's
is
that's the
moment she
shit.
turned on me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that motherfucker.
Don't you
I forgot
do it.
about the goddamn. I forgot about the fucking birds, man.
Those fucking burbs.
Close, eyes open.
Oh god,
Here
you're
we
getting
go.
spotted left and fucking right. Yeah, you gotta take them fuckers out.
Go on foot from here.
Okay, yeah. Nope, wait. Slow down. That guy's gotta go. Don't you fuck.
Ooh, that
You
shield
do it!
bash. Ooh, that shield bash. Just in time.
Stay low. A lot of places to hide archers here.
Damn. Jesus. Alright, let's. All unblockables, for God's sakes, fellas.
Oof.
Yeah, no, there's no. Dude, that was rough. Every single one of those shots was unblockable.
Oof. Oh god. Yeah.
I'm like, parry. No, can't parry. No, can't parry.
I'll position myself here.
Jesus
Honestly,
God, why?
If I was here to kill you, you'd
Honestly,
already be
the
dead.
fucking birds gotta go. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I will say that might help you. I used to do this a lot too, and I tried to break the habit of it as much as I could. But relying on the roll can get you stuck in loops like that, where once you have that perfect dodge thing, waiting that extra half second and just not, like, getting out of the habit of double tapping, just kind of as a reflex.
Your archers are planning an attack. Where and when?
Getting out of that habit will, even if it doesn't work all the time, you will occasionally get that sidestep, and then you stab for big damage, you get resolve out of it.
And if we don't help you stop them,
Yeah.
we'll wipe out Umugi Cove.
Well, looks like I'm killing again.
Also, smoke bombs.
And watch what happens.
All the
Yes, I know. Dude, I'm just learning that I need to use more of my gear.
Mongols followed me.
Damn you, Tomoe!
Yeah, that's like a night and day goddamn difference, though, isn't it?
They seem like my friends.
Let's not. You're such a twat. There we go. Okay. Got through that one. Okay. I'm a little rusty.
No more traps, Tomoe.
I'm a little rusty.
This wasn't
Instead of a
a
chalk it
trap.
up to.
She fought back against the Mongols, Sensei.
To deceive us, so we lower our guard.
If I want to put an arrow in you, there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Enough! Umugi Cove could be under attack. We need to move.
Fine. But if Tomoe even breathes wrong...
Was
I'll
that
put her in
not
the
all
dirt.
of them? Where are?
Both of you. This way.
I'll be there in a second. These guys have valuable supplies. They're like, quickly, hurry up, and I'm like, yeah, after I'm done looting the bodies, chill the fuck out.
Dude, right?
Force you to kill your own people at Fort
What I'm
Fangema.
finding to be hard to find for me right now is goddamn iron, man. Like for the swords.
Oh, really?
And the Mongols.
Yeah.
I won't apologize.
Dude,
Yeah, there was a point where
Yeah.
there was a point where I had like 2,000 in like just whatever collectibles or
supplies.
Supplies. Like 2,000 in supplies, so I could like do whatever I wanted. But I'm like, yeah, I want to get that sword up where I want. It's like, yeah, no, man, you're missing iron.
Fuck! God damn it! These archers have got to fucking stop. Tomoe, guys, can you guys fucking defend yourselves a little bit here?
Alright, let's call these motherfuckers out.
No.
What's the best route to the coast?
If they see us headed for Umugi Cove, Tomoe's archers could be alerted.
Agreed.
Bro, the
We should check out
birds.
the roads.
Cut through this field.
Do you have the quick draw kind
How
of
did you
thing?
find my camp in Akashima?
Your people attacked me.
No. No, I never really focused on
Told me to
archery.
avoid you two. I had plans for a dozen more camps.
It's crazy how
know
once you
your
get onto
orders.
Act 2 and 3, what things become rather important.
By the time we sailed from Kishi, I wasn't in charge.
Oh, you little shit.
More ahead.
A lot more.
Take them.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take them. Dead. Yeah, dead.
Got him that time.
Alright, big guy.
Come on.
Sound like Sensei Ishikawa.
Really? Fucking birds.
Where do they want me to go?
Tomoe, you said
I know
lost
you guys want
control
me
of the
to. I
Mongols
know
in Kushi,
you guys want me to
but a
be
woman
like
saw you
all
there
Archer
with-
McGee.
No, what are you
over
doing?
here, but I run after
was
these
not
guys to
my
kill them.
doing.
Not with your bow, but you trained her killers.
Most of the time,
Nope.
I convinced them to spare lives, not take them.
Yeah, Tomoe, I don't exactly believe you.
Don't you do it? Oh, thank God. Whew, it was close.
Nice. Nice. Perfect parry.
Anybody else? Fucking jerk.
Yeah. That was a tight perfect parry right there. You were on death's
Oh,
door.
dude. I know. They were like, oh, get the ability that lets you use resolve to heal yourself. I'm like, I can take care of that.
Yeah.
I still don't have it.
Resolve to like pick yourself up. Is that what you were talking about?
Well,
What's
there's
this again?
so I have the one that picks you up if you have 3, but there's another one that lets you automatically use resolve to heal yourself. Basically, like you don't have to worry about healing yourself. Like you just let your health drop, and you'll just automatically use one for health.
Get down.
Is that like a charm? I don't know.
I know. I
I've-
think it's an ability.
No, I've got every ability unlocked,
I thought
and
I
that
lost
is
them.
definitely not the fucking. I have nothing like
I'm
that.
mentioning it now.
Wait here until nightfall. We can use the darkness to
Hey.
our advantage.
Will they attack the cove before
I've
then?
seen something
No.
like that.
They'll position archers. Make sure no one gets out. Plan
Oh,
this
hello,
once.
Mr.
Get some
Fly.
rest. I'll keep watch.
You will have to die. I apologize for this, but you do not live here.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is a charm. I'll have to look.
I'm almost positive it has to be because
Yeah.
I don't know anything like that.
But
I mean,
Yeah.
I've quite literally got every ability unlocked. And no, you were like, yeah,
no,
you
I
got
bet
this
you do
one-
because I'm
It's like, yeah, you got this one where it'll just automatically heal you with resolve when you get to a certain amount of health, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is
Yeah.
that? That'd be like, give me a little bit of that. I want that.
Oh, really?
More
Well, I
dreadful.
suppose for your
Since
shoes
then
it
I
would
will
be. I
follow.
try to
You
like.
can stab me in the
I.
If the
What I
Mongols
like
spot you
about
first, we get out of sight
not
and
using
drop
that is that it forces me to
close.
have to get good at counting. Because otherwise, if I know I have resolve, I could just take hits. Like I'm just gonna default to saying, yeah, I can take a couple hits. You're not worried about my health. But the only problem with using the all or nothing, where if you take a slap and you go down, you can pick yourself back up, is that it uses up 3. You don't get much health back. So
Dude,
you're
you
kinda-
just get back up. Yeah.
yeah. So that to me is like my warning. Like, all right, man. Like, let's settle the fuck down there, cowboy. Yeah. Did that guy give me a... There's supposed to be somebody that had a key, I thought.
On the way.
I think I heard it. Gave me a
Oh,
key.
for Gosaku's armor?
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing until the first guy gave it to me, and I'm like, yeah, let me get on this shit. It was probably armor's probably cool looking, but not that great.
Although
Although I did know, did you notice that you can change the armor's appearance
I'm sorry?
that you're currently? You can change the armor's appearance on what you're wearing. So like if you press triangle on it, you can go back. Like say you want. I assume it keeps the same stats because you upgraded it. But if you wanted to go back to like say like alright, so you want like a less samurai like clunky armor. So you liked the look of like the thinned armor. Or like from the first upgrade, you could actually press triangle and go back to that look.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. And the same, well, the hat, the helmets, you know, like the Sakai helmet was, I noticed where like, they had the half for the full, so they give you those helmets. But the armor, I noticed like you could do the yoked out super armor. But there was a point where I was like into like the not super armored out samurai, but like the half gun samurai.
Yeah.
I was into, so you know, I was doing that for a little while.
Yeah, no, I legitimately didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Because parts of me, like, okay, what I like about the Sakai armor, dude, I totally get Master Shredder out of that armor. I'm sorry. Put some goddamn claws on his hands, and that's fucking Master Shredder. And, so I think it's really cool looking. I like the scales.
Oh yeah, it looks great. Yeah. The Sakai armor looks cool. It's just, I got the Kensei armor. I bounce around between so many different fucking armors. It's kind of fucking
Dude, I want to go
retarded.
for the Samurai Jack look. Is that just me? Like, that's kind of what you got going on there. Actually, kind of got like this lone wolf looking. That's pretty dope too.
Yeah.
You saw that.
Sweet.
You changed your form too.
Hey, you know what I found out you can't do?
What's that?
Assassinate leaders. Ask me how I figured that one out.
Painfully.
Yeah. When I misread assassinate for critical strike, and no kidding, I hit square, and by the time my thumb and brain processed what was going on,
He whipped around and started beating that ass.
I went, oh, that says critical strike! And I went, and of course he threw me off, and then now it's
now it's on.
The damn leaders are, the leaders are in like the middle of the camp, so everybody and their mother showed up to join this party, and I'm like, well, cowabunga it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a thing.
I still have to not let the Mongols see me. God damn it, man. Again,
right.
I find it mildly obnoxious when they do this shit. When they're just like, when it's like, okay, don't let them see you at all. It's like, I could slaughter all of them. I'd be fine with it. Like no problem. Yeah.
Give me a hot minute. I'm gonna take care of some business. Put Leon to bed because Dana's asleep. And fuck her. So I'm gonna go to my office. So let me put it in bed. I'm gonna jump back on. I'm gonna then I'll shut down and hook up. Should only take me a second.
All right, cool, man.
So I'll be back.
Ready? Samurai!
Damn it. Jesus.
My archers.
The moment we attack, they'll retreat into town. Use it to defend against us.
Innocent people will die.
See the barrels in their carts? I'll circle behind. One flaming arrow.
Once you shoot, they'll be on you. If you stay back in the tree line...
I might miss. I need to get close. Let me undo the damage I've done.
Go.
You trust her?
I trust her desire for revenge. So that's how she stayed one step ahead of us. You taught her well, Sensei.
I know. Get ready. Now! Not bad, Sakai.
Where's Tomoe?
I don't know. Was she wounded?
Tomoe!
Near the end of the fight, I saw her by the archway over there.
All right, one half of my Death Star operation is complete.
Proud of you, champ.
Yeah, I know. Talking to Leon. He's like, yeah, we gotta go to bed. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, we screwed up again. So remember last night we passed out on the recliner last night. Okay, Rice Krispie treats. Like 2 each. So there's like 4 wrappers on my chest. And he's passed out. I'm like, yeah, we look like a couple of fatties last night, so we can't do that again. He's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we can't do that shit. Yeah, Daniel, we so I found like a real life like Street Fighter, I guess, or like Tekken.
Okay.
It's called Ganryujima Samurai Warriors, and it is like yeah, it's not like a game. It's like it's an actual like fighting competition, but they sit there and they go like, hey, we're finding it's like early UFC, where they're like, hey, we found like a capoeira fighter, and he's gonna fight this guy who's like a kempo karate fighter, or he's gonna fight this guy who's Okinawa, you know, kenjutsu fighter, you know, like. Here's a sumo guy versus a judo guy versus a kickboxer versus a boxer, you know, like all this kind of shit that goes on. And like it was so good. So like sitting there watching with Danny, I was like, all right, man, who do you got? You know, it was like we were betting, you know, and so we'd sit there and I was like, what are you putting up? And so it was betting like, all right, if my guy wins, you know, I'll do like, you know, 30 squats. If your guy wins, you got to do like 20 push-ups or something like that. So we were sitting there doing that for a while.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I got him.
And for the chance to fight by your side. A final time. I have been your
Sorry,
student.
I'm listening to this real quick.
I would have become your daughter. But the way of the bow is behind me now.
My computer. I gotta shut down my PlayStation, but
I am like an arrow.
Stuff
from a bow.
I've actually played about you. I mean,
where the wind will take me.
So I'll split screen now. I might split screen both streams.
Maybe you'll split screen what? You're breaking up hard.
If she were anyone else, I'd say that's impossible.
Barely.
I still have a war to finish.
Like I only heard the word barely.
I have no more lessons to get in this life.
No, I'll split screen both of our streams on the computer. Makes it easier.
I'm probably gonna hop off the stream here in a minute, so I wouldn't even worry about it.
Oh no, that's good. I was just.
I'm just gonna stop shit because when I go to edit the video, because I'm getting into like editing these streams into actual videos, and so you know but I don't feel like going through a goddamn like fucking 5-hour video.
I'm not hearing on that one. Well, that's like, where it would be smart and beneficial to do sections. So like take that one, cut it, and because I would do that on my Twitch account. I would always like every on my Twitch, or well, not what was that, Mixer. Every 2 matches or whatever it was I was doing, I would stop the recording and re-roll a new one. Because you're right, it's like, dude, I don't want to, like, if something happened, I know, okay, it was either these 2 matches or the next 2 matches, rather than, you know, we did like 10 games. It's somewhere buried in this 50-minute video.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll give you a minute to log. I'm gonna hop off real fast, and then I'll jump back on.
All right. Cool, man.
All right. Later.
See you. Fuck out of here, bug.
Lord Shimura raised you well.